Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So patch 1.3.23 is live Thursday 26th of March. Now there are one or two content improvements and adjustments that I was not expecting with this patch, starting with Sharen. So with Sharen they have increased the range of the cutoff beam and they've also fixed the shock nuts. So if you remember the shock nuts, they were just flying in random directions rather than where your crosshair was pointing. So they have fixed that. Okay, so cutoff beam has the range increased. So from 10 meters to 12 meters. I don't know if it's something we will notice as such, but yeah, you'll have a bigger radius and you'll clean up more of the vulgus, I suppose. Yeah, I think this is something we will feel more than see. But yeah, more range is always useful. The other change, or the fix I should say, is the shock nuts. Now you will be able to use the shock nuts properly, because previously what was happening was if you were sort of pointing this way, it'll go where her head is pointing instead of where the crosshead is. Now if you are just using this wherever your crosshair is pointing, so if I'm doing this and my crosshair is here, I can still aim where I want the shock nuts. So yeah, so this will improve, and I think this is probably now fixed all the minor and major issues with Sharen. So that's good. All right, next up we have miscellaneous. The target reward progress for ancestors module loot will no longer reset when acquiring ancestors module loot from the daily and weekly bonuses. Change the following daily and weekly content bonus rewards to ancestors module loot 3. Sigma sector. So I'm not too sure what this does. So if you go into your daily mission board, you will see this here. So we do get the usual 2 ancestors module from Sigma sector, and then we have the weekly 20. But I think there is, of course, more chance of getting it, and you can target farm it apparently, and it will not reset. So now you'll get ancestors module loot 3. Loot 3 would be basically including Dia, delightful resolution at the bottom. So yeah, so you have a chance of getting the loot 3 as well. Okay, as long as we get more ancestors, I'm happy. Next up is the shop. So new skins have been added, the anniversary themed. So you have the 3 sets here. There's a bundle with all the skins, and of course there's the fellow skin. So yeah, so we have the bundle with all the skins, including the doggo skins for 2K here. Then the 3 skins. We have the name card, we have the UI theme, and we have the doggo skin. Next up, we have the events, and there's a good change to the current login event. So if you remember, we had exactly 35 days on the new login event. They have extended it by another week until the 22nd of April. So this premium cleaning service login event, previously this was exactly 35 days, and there are exactly 35 items. They have increased the time of this by another week. So now you have 42 days to claim the 35 items. I think this is pretty good because of course, we have the attendance tokens, but with the previous 35-day system, the issue was if you were not logged in on the 35th day, you would not be able to get the final item. So if you were out of town or something, there was no way of claiming it. So they have now fixed it. As you can see, we have attended 15 days, another 20 days to go, but you have 27 days to claim all of that. So this will just make life a lot easier. I think this is a good consumer-friendly move, let's say. They have also added some cosmetic items to BB on. So you have chest attachment, you have makeup for Dia, UI theme, spray, and photo sticker. So over here with the BB on event module, these items have been added. So they've added the chest attachment, makeup for Dia, rabbit and spring, UI theme, spray, and sticker. So yeah, so you can claim these if you have your master tokens, and you can get hold of this. Of course, don't forget the superheated. I think the superheated are the best thing here, and then of course your weekly 10 realignment. So I'll come back to this as well because there is a notice regarding this as well. Next, we have some bug fixes. So fixed an issue where the spin attack of the normal attack with the ultimate weapon crime and punishment would stutter. I did not notice this, but yeah, so they have fixed that. Then some UI and UX changes have been done here. Some of the issues, some of the text was overlapping and things like that. But this is what I wanted to talk about here. So fixed an issue where when using the ultimate alignment device or rare alignment device to readjust ancestors module, an option one tier lower than the guaranteed tier could be granted. So I saw comments regarding this. So I remember one person saying that even when they were using gold alignment or the ultimate alignment, they were still seeing purple only. They were not getting a gold roll. So they have looked into this, and they had released another notice previously yesterday. And basically what they said is they're just reviewing all the different readjustment related elements in the game, and they'll make some changes and they'll issue some compensation and things like that. And I think this is kind of important because I want them to look into the weapon readjustment. That is a pain. We still have issues with the cores because we still need a lot of cores to get the right rolls on our weapons and things like that. So yeah, I'm glad they're looking into this. So with the realignment, what was happening was, let's say you had selected this purple, this gold ultimate alignment, you were still not seeing an ultimate roll here. Now this is supposed to guarantee at least one ultimate. I did not have this issue, but I did see comments from people saying they were having this issue. So for example, here I got 2 purple here. This is pretty good, but this was not happening. You are guaranteed 1 if you use the alignment device. But yeah, people were not having that. So they're looking into this, and they said they're looking into the other re-rolling and all of that as well. And so I personally would like them to sort out the weapon readjustment. So for example, over here, let's say you have the exterminator. So these things, they cost you an insane amount of money. So if you lock 3 of them, for example, it'll cost you 20, and sometimes it's just impossible to get the rolls. So I'm constantly researching more of these, even though I don't roll a lot of weapons. But yeah, if they can review this one, make it a bit easier. And of course, also the coring of the weapons is another pain point when we constantly have to try and get the 20%, and it's just not happening. So yeah, so hopefully they look into this and simplify this, because this is one of the major things that is still remaining that they haven't looked into yet. So yeah, so I'm hopeful they can sort this out as well. But yeah, that is basically the patch. I was only expecting some skins, but I'm really happy they fixed the shockness here. And of course, the login event, the extra 1 week they've given on this one, I think this is a good change as well. And yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.